Yo everybody, what's going on? Right, so today is a Sunday and I'm giving my forex setups for this coming week. Right, so basically myself, I am basically an intraday trader, a day trader, right, and at times I am also a swing trader to some extent, but I usually like to hold my trades for a day or just maybe just a little bit above a day, right, maybe just a day and a half, right. So basically I'm going to go straight out to the charts, and then we're going to look at some charts that I have actually picked out, on which I have seen some potential good setups, right, basically for Monday, Tuesday, maybe up to Wednesday, right. It's not necessarily for this entire week, though some charts may actually stretch up to, let's say, this entire week or maybe up to the coming week, but basically according to my since my trading style is the day trader, I'm an intraday trader, I'll be mostly looking at intraday setups, right, and of course one or two we might also look at some swing trades, right. So basically let us go into our charts and see what we have, right. So here we are, right. So on pound dollar, right, so as we can see right here, right, if I were to go to the daily, we can see that over the long term, from the top here, we can see it has been a downtrend, right. The pound has been falling, right, against the dollar. So basically you can see on the long time, on a longer time frame, right, on a bigger time frame, we've been on a downtrend, right. So we go into the H4, right, we can say I've marked out my charts with these lines, right. These basically are representing my areas of value, my key areas of value, right. So basically we start with this trend line right here. We can see it has been supporting the market bounced here, bounced there, bounced there, now it bounced here, currently it's here, it bounced here, now it's pushing the upside, right. So if I were to zoom in, right, we can see some key levels, right. First of all, we've got this one right here, then this one, then this one, then this one, right. So as we can see, the market bounced from this trend line right here, right, and the market is going to the upside, right. So basically we can actually draw another line here, right. So we can see the market bounced at the trend line and also at this line over here, like some support, found some support at this line here, horizontal support, and also it's found some support at this horizontal trend line, right, at this diagonal trend line, sorry, right. So we can see that the market is pushing to the upside, right. So if I go to the H1, we can see the market is pushing to the upside, right, and then there is this level here of resistance, right. So for us to continue going to the upside, right, we must break this level. But this is what? This is a key level. You can see resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. This is a confirmed resistance. So the market, for it to continue going up, right, we have to break this level, right. Then going down to M30, what do we see? We can see something like this. Can you peep this? Right, we can see something like this. Right, let me change the color to this color over here, right. So we can see something like this on the M30. We can see a double bottom, a potential double bottom, right. So perhaps the market, when it opens, it might be coming to this level over here, right. So we can actually be coming to this level over here, right, and the market might actually sell at this level, right. So basically when, let's say, the market opens, right, I can decide, because it might gap down maybe to this level right here, right, and take some orders here. So when it gap is like that, maybe it comes to this level of support here, I might buy, right, and then the market might continue going to the upside to this level right here, right. So maybe at this level you may close maybe half of the position, right, you take some partials and then hold the rest with revised stop loss, is right, and then that's it, right. And then when it continues to push above this zone, it breaks it, and then it might be coming to this zone over here, right. And then we can see there is this strong drop, right, due to CPI, right. So maybe you might be coming to these levels, maybe not anytime soon, but maybe in the near future, right. So this is it for the pound dollar. Then let's move on to Aussie yen, right. So on this particular trade, on this particular pair, right, going on their H1 time frame, we can see something spectacular, right? We can see that the market has been in an uptrend, right? From here you can see the market has been trending to the upside, right? Perfect. And then what do we see? We can see, right, from here, right, we can see the market has been supported by this trend line, right? We can see there are multiple touches here. There is this touch here, right, another touch here, another touch here. So you can see every time the market is bouncing, this trend line is shot to the upside. It bounced here again, it's shot to the upside, right? And then besides that, we also see some key levels, right? We can see let's go to the H4, right? On the H4 time frame, what do we see? Right, if I do zoom out, we can see this level right here. It's a very significant level, right? We can see it is a sort of like a strong support, right? We can see the market has been supported here, supported here, supported here as well. Here it was a fake out, right? It touched the trend line, then it continued to close back to the range, right? So, and also at this level here, we see some strong resistance in this zone in the time past, right? The market was resisted here, right? It faked out here, it got resisted here, here, and here, and then it broke out, right? So this time around, right, if we want to zoom in, we can see the market has come to this previous resistance, right, which is now turned into support. We can see the market is coming here to find some support, right? So basically, right, you can actually buy here, right, if you want, but since the market is already closed, this is now like you cannot be chasing the trade, right? So basically you can wait on this trade because there's actually a sell setup, right? You can see, right, there is actually a sell setup right here. I have marked this zone, this rectangle is an area where it's a supply area, right? So why am I saying the supply area? All right, so peep this, right? We've got something like there are two patterns that are formed in this particular market, right, at this particular juncture. So what we have, we've got this thing here, right, which looks like a left shoulder. Then we've got this thing right here, looks like a head. Then we've got this thing over here, which looks like a right shoulder. So basically this is like a head and shoulder pattern, right? And then this part here is like what? Like a neckline, right? And you can see the market broke down here and never came to retest. So maybe as it is coming up here, it's coming to retest, right, at this neckline right there, right? So perfectly. Besides that, we can see that there is this high, then this higher high, then there is this low, then this lower low, right? And any area from here to the upside is a supply area because this setup of higher highs then lower lows is a quasi-model pattern, right? So it's a what from here, right? It is also associated with the head and shoulder pattern, right? So these are two setups that we can see that we can expect to short from this market. Once the market comes to this level right here, we expect to short the market, right? Perfect. And then lastly, right, so as not to make this video too long, we can go to my last pair, right, for this video, which is NZD card, right? So basically from this one, right, we can see all right, let me go to the H1 so as to not to show my chart so much clustered, right? So we can see from here I'm actually on a trade, right, which got locked into the in by the market, right? So basically you can see the market came out of the range right here, right, and then the market went up, formed a flag pattern, and then continued going up, right? So at this juncture, right, we can see that the market came all the way right into almost near my TP and then retraced, right? So basically what am I looking at, right? I'm expecting the market to come to this level right here, right, to this previous resistance, and then maybe it might come like this and then go up like that, right? Maybe to this zone here or to these previous highs over there, right? So that's my trades setup for this week. So that's how I'm planning to trade the markets for this particular week, right? I've got a free link to my free signal group in the description below, so be sure to click it and be part of the winning team.